We are on lesson 22 today. 22 is going to have some terms in it. Hold on one second, I'm going to try to move this out of the way. 22 is going to have some terms in the lesson. The lesson itself isn't all that difficult because we're going to be working on solutions. But just to begin, first term is numerical expression. We use expressions in algebra. We've got 4 here. A, this is considered a numerical expression. B, 6 plus 3, also considered a numerical expression. 4 times the quantity 2 plus 3 is considered a numerical expression. And your book says a numerical expression consists of a meaningful arrangement of numerals and symbols. Here we've got both numbers and a symbol. We've got an addition sign here. Here we've got numbers again, and we've got meaningful symbols in math. When we use these parentheses, it means multiply. We've also got some addition in the parentheses as well. One of the differences between a numerical expression and an algebraic expression, since we are dealing with algebra and in algebra class, is that we introduce variables or unknowns. So in an algebraic expression, we might have x plus 2. That's considered an algebraic expression. It has an unknown of x here, and we don't know what that value is yet. We might have x squared minus 4. We could have really anything with an unknown in it. X squared plus 2x minus 6, and we really don't know what that value is until somebody tells us what x is. So when we have an equation, we've already been working with equations for a long time. What we're really doing is we're taking an equal sign and we're putting expressions, either algebraic or numerical expressions, on both sides of the equation. So we might have x plus 2 equals 4. That's considered an equation because you have an algebraic expression over here, a numerical expression over here. So anytime you have two expressions combined with an equal sign, you've got yourself an equation. And with equations, typically we're going to solve, or in other words, we're going to look for a solution. The second part of the lesson here is just simply checking solutions. We're going to plug in numbers to see if they're solutions to the equation that's given. The other thing we're going to be asked to do in the lesson is decide whether something is a solution to the equation. And I want you to know that solution and the word root are the exact same thing. So solution equals root. So if somebody asked us negative 2 or positive 5 satisfy the equation, we'd say, is negative 2 or 5 a solution to the equation x squared equals negative 5x minus 6? Or you might say, is negative 2 or positive 5 a root of the equation x squared equals negative 5x minus 6? Really simple. All we're doing is plugging in those values and deciding yes or no. Is negative 2 or positive 5 a root to the equation or a solution? So we begin by just plugging them in. Let's first test negative 2. Plug it in for x. Negative 2 squared equals negative 5 times negative 2 minus 6. All I did was take this equation, plug in negative 2 for the x's, and we're just going to find out if yes or no it's a solution to the equation. Negative 2 squared is 4. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 equals 4. So negative 2 is a solution. The question actually said, does negative 2 satisfy the equation? So we might say, negative 2, yes, it does. Now let's test positive 5. Can we plug in 5 squared equals negative 5 times 5 minus 6. 5 squared is 25. Negative 5 times positive 5 gives us negative 25 minus 6, 25 equals negative 31. So positive 5 is not a solution. So we would say, I guess, positive 5 is no. So that's all we're doing really in the lesson, is plugging in assigned values for an equation to test and see if they are solutions, or we might call them roots. Let's do one more example. Is negative 2 or positive 5, same numbers, just a coincidence. I took them out of the book. A root of the equation x squared minus 3x equals 10. Well, let's try negative 2 first. Negative 2 squared minus 3 times negative 2 equals 10. We simplify the left side of the equation. Negative 2 squared is 4. And then one way of saying this, well, let's just keep it simple. Minus 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And we know that 4 minus a negative 6 is the same thing as 4 plus 6. 10 equals 10, so we would say negative 2 is a root. Yes. And let's test positive 5. 5 squared minus 3 times negative 5. Oops, positive 5 equals 10. 5 squared is 25 minus 3 times 5 is 15 equals 10, and 25 minus 15 is 10. 10 equals 10. In this case, both of these are roots or solutions to the equation.